aloud for you from my novella Goddess. Chapter 32. Lady Venus said. Which establishment shall I visit? You're thinking Starbucks or Wendy's? Maddie asked, confused. What on earth? Who has a conversation like this with a statue? A gigantic plastic air-filled balloon in the shape of a Starbucks cup perched on the roof of the Starbucks. The trademark logo of the mermaid and trident appeared on the front of the plastic cup, with the cup markings running down the length of it, so a barista could mark decaf, shots, syrup, milk, custom, and drink. Stage lights had been positioned at the four corners of the roof, with their bright beams focused on the cup and illuminating it up to the clear black sky. Air compressors positioned next to the balloon pumped air into it, keeping it lit and filled with air. The balloon cup bobbed and weaved in the gentle breeze. Ah, Lady Venus sighed. Coffee! I need coffee is what I need. An enormous balloon face of the trademark red-haired girl named Wendy, named for founder Dave Thomas's own daughter, Wendy, perched on the rooftop of the Wendy's. The balloon figure wore a blue and white gingham dress and matching hat and white pinafore. Ho, 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 Wendy said, leering down at them. Looky what we have here. Maddie counted 3 freckles the size of dinner plates on each bright red cheek. Her brilliant red hair was braided into pigtails. Wendy's bright grin turned malevolent. Anybody want to lick my Frosty? Sorry, Wendy, Lady Venus said. Not interested in a Frosty tonight. Frosty schmosty, Wendy cackled. Come over here so I can shove a bacon cheeseburger up your ass. My word, Lady Venus said in shock. What a vulgar young lady. She glared at Wendy. No, thank you, my dear. And, might I add, you need to watch your manners. Ha, 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 Wendy chuckled. Under her breath, Lady Venus muttered, highly vulgar. What a vulgar young lady. While this exchange took place, Maddie gazed in amazement at the traffic. The intersection was packed with cars and vans and motorcycles, each lane jammed full, every driver eager to leave the intersection. But in all this noise and confusion, not one person, not one single person, driving or walking or bicycling, appeared to notice them. They didn't pay Lady Venus any mind, not even as she set a massive foot down in front of a Mini Cooper or placed her hand on the roof of a Mercedes for balance as she picked and stepped her way around the stalled traffic. Maddie wondered where exactly Lady Venus was headed when she pivoted to her left and climbed the hill toward the Starbucks. Lady Venus stalked right up to the store. She skipped the drive-through line snaking around the block. Smart girl. Maddie heard the air pumps pushing air into the balloon. A fake cup, right? And yet, as Lady Venus drew closer to the massive balloon cup, Maddie noticed something strange. The empty markings on the side of the cup materialized into handwritten words, as if Lady Venus had walked into the Starbucks and placed an order, and the barista had marked up the cup with a grease pencil. The words venti shimmered into focus, followed by 3 stevia, followed by soy, followed by extra hot, and then no foam. Why doesn't Lady Venus like foam in her venti soy latte? I haven't had a latte in ages, Lady Venus declared. And then Maddie's rational mind prevailed. Oh, wait, that's my same drink order. And then Maddie's rational mind prevailed again. That isn't a real cup. Lady Venus can't drink from a balloon shaped like a Starbucks cup. Or can she? Maddie, darling, Lady Venus said, hold on tight. Hey, what are you doing? Maddie asked. Hang on. Wait, what? Lady Venus bent down low to her haunches, then leaped up high into the air like a kangaroo, and Madeline shrieked with surprise and terror as Lady Venus landed with a hard thud onto the store roof and grabbed the cup with both hands. For it was indeed a huge cup, and way bigger than any grande-sized cup, that was for good and sure. Placed the rim of it to her pillowy lips and drank and drank and drank. She drank for a good long while, and then she tipped the cup down to Maddie, who got her fill, and it was delicious. And the hot latte rippled a soothing rush down her throat, and she tried not to think on the trachea tube pushed down her throat. And then Lady Venus took the cup back and drank until she'd emptied the cup. And when she finished, she put the cup back down on top of the roof and burped. Lady Venus, Maddie laughed. How unladylike. Oh, I know. Oh, my, that was so nice. I can't remember the last time I've had a better latte. Even so, Maddie wondered. Lady Venus wiped her thick, plushy lips dry with the back of her hand. That was yummy, she grinned at Maddie. You do know, don't you, that Starbucks doesn't really sell coffee, but they sell milk. That was a joking comment someone had once said to an interviewer on a national public radio segment. Lady Venus? Maddie asked. Yes, Maddie. How'd you do that? Do what, darling? How'd you know about NPR? Lady Venus smiled serenely. I know everything, Madeline. Yes, but NPR? Oh, well, don't you know? Lady Venus waved her hand with a distracted gesture. Well, this is all strange and new to you, isn't it? Yes, Lady Venus, it really is. Well, it's like this. Everything I touch is magical and true. You have to understand, my dear Madeline, my soul originated from the galaxy itself. Oh, I see. Although clearly she didn't. It does, Lady Venus said, and Madeline blushed with shame. She oughtn't to have questioned Lady Venus. But it was all fake, of course, right? The cup perched on top of the store that Lady Venus just drank gallons of hot soy latte out of? A gigantic balloon filled with air? It wasn't real. And yet, Lady Venus had walked right up to it, hoisted it up, and swallowed down a latte. Lady Venus grinned. How do you know it wasn't a caramel frappuccino, Madeline? Well, for one thing, a caramel frappuccino is a cold drink and comes in a plastic cup with a half-moon-shaped lid. Oh, Lady Venus said and laughed. My Madeline's a sly girl. Oh, and don't forget, Lady Venus, Maddie said, you did give me a sip. True, very true. Not much gets past me, Maddie said, although quite frankly, who was she kidding? Thus far, this strange and magical evening, everything was getting past her. It won't for too much longer, Lady Venus said. And of course, she should have remembered that Lady Venus could read her mind. As you may already know, Lady Venus said, Orion is my great-great-uncle and Pegasus my favorite horse. She pointed into the night sky. It's all up there, the secrets of my life. Lady Venus, Maddie asked, tears filling her eyes. Yes, my darling Madeline? What's so magical about me when I'm so dull and ordinary? Lady Venus craned her neck around to gaze at Maddie, a look of unspeakable tenderness filling her big brown eyes. Can't you tell, my dear? Can't you tell what's magical about you? No, Maddie said, shaking her head. I can't. Why are you weeping? I'm sorry, Maddie said. I've not lived a night like this in years, not since I was young. And, well, I'm not accustomed to being in the presence of majesty. I don't see why not, Lady Venus said simply, for you are truly majestic, my dear.